Hi guys, I'm Mark, this is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today I thought I'd bring you a review of the Google Chromecast audio device. So the Chromecast audio isn't actually a new product, it's been around on the scene for a couple of years. However, with all the sorts of different options around for multi-room audio and doing things on a budget, I thought it was time to review this little product. If you've been around on this channel for a while, you'll know that a few months ago I did a review of different options for coming up with multi-room audio on a budget. I talked about things like pure jongos, I talked about Airstream, and I talked about Bluetooth adapters. Now each of them had their flaws, and pure jongo in particular with the release of iOS 11 is no longer actually supported via their app. And there's a few workarounds that are a little bit clunky, but the Bluetooth stuff still does work. So I thought it's probably time for me to pick up a Google Chromecast audio and to see what it was all about and whether it's actually a viable solution to multi-room audio. This video isn't actually just going to be about using it for multi-room audio, but it's going to be a general review of the device. And so if you want to know more about the Chromecast audio and what it's compatible with and how good or bad it is, then stick with this video. So first let's talk about price of this little device. The Chromecast audio costs somewhere between £20 or £30 depending on where you pick one up from. The £30 is kind of the RRP. When you pick one up, inside the box you get a USB power adapter, a jack cable and the Chromecast audio itself. In terms of design, the Chromecast is a really nice circular design, it's really light and it's very small. This is a good thing because it's quite inconspicuous. It also means if you've got existing speakers, it could quite easily just hide behind them. The other really nice thing is that the USB cable that comes with it is really long. This means it's going to fit to your sockets most of the time without the use of extension leads. The Chromecast audio simply connects to a 3.5mm jack socket. This means that basically any speaker you've got that takes one of those, or you can adapt it with phono things, will work with the Chromecast audio. When it comes to setting up, it's really easy to do. I have done a tutorial for setting up on this channel, however you probably won't need one. Setting up the Chromecast audio is as simple as downloading the Google Home app and following the instructions from that app. From that point you can then do things like enable guest access to it so friends can throw audio to it. You can also do things like rename it. This is particularly useful if you want to have several of these devices across your house and you want to know which room each one goes in. Once you've got it all set up, you can then throw your audio to your speaker via any app that supports Chromecast. At the moment there's loads of apps out there that support this, but some of the key ones are things like Spotify and Deezer and Google Play Music. Once you're in this app and you want to throw audio to your Chromecast, it's really simple. You basically press the Chromecast button and select which device you want to send the audio to. Now the disadvantage of the Chromecast audio for Apple users is that it's not compatible with Apple Music. This also means that it doesn't work with the music app on your phone. There is, however, a really easy solution. The Google Play app is available for iOS, and this means you can download that and be ready to stream music from your Google account. If you haven't purchased music from a Play Store and you've only ever used iTunes, then there's also a workaround for this. Using your Google account, the Music Manager app for PC or Mac allows you to upload your entire iTunes library to the Google Cloud. This means you can then stream your music onto your phone. For Apple users, this makes the Chromecast audio a really viable option for you. Another nice feature of the Chromecast audio is that as of a firmware update not so long ago, you can now send audio to multiple speakers at a time. This feature is fairly easy to set up. You just need to go into the Google Home app and create groups. In a group, you select which speakers you want to play as part of that group, and there's no limit to how many groups you can create. The disadvantage of this is that you can't simply add another speaker kind of as you go. You've got to go back into the Home app and add that to the party. The disadvantage of this is you can't simply add another speaker as you go. You've got to go back into the Home app and edit the group or create a new group. This means if you want to set up all the different possibilities of rooms it could be playing in at the same time across your house, you've got to create quite a lot of different groups. However, once you've got this set up, it's fairly easy to do. The only other real disadvantage or the thing worth noting about the Chromecast audio is that it doesn't support Bluetooth. This means if you've got a device that doesn't have the ability to stream via Wi-Fi or take apps, for instance some of the older iPods, then actually you can't send audio to devices like this. The chances are, however, that for the everyday user this isn't going to be a problem because you're simply going to be using your smartphone and whatever app you happen to have open to send music to the speakers. All in all, the Chromecast audio is a really good little device. It's tiny, it's inconspicuous and it works really well. When you throw music to it, there's not a lot of delay, even if you're streaming that music rather than playing music that's downloaded already onto your phone. The ability to add multiple rooms and play things simultaneously in different rooms of your house also means it's a really viable option for creating multi-room audio, especially if you've already got a set of speakers kicking around that you already like. I hope you guys have found this video helpful. Do subscribe to this channel, comment with any questions you got about the device, and I'll see you guys again soon.